So, what if our entire reality was just a glitchy piece of software run by a corrupt admin, and it's all about to be deleted? Well, today we're diving into a belief system that says exactly that. It's about a cosmic reset, a final judgment ordered by a being called AUTOGENES.
And this quote right here, it really gets to the heart of it. The idea is that our world has become so illogical, so fundamentally broken and detached from reason, that a total system wipe isn't just likely, it's absolutely necessary.
But, to really get why this judgment is supposedly happening, you have to understand the original crime. And according to this source material, that story starts way before our universe was even a thing, back in a perfect divine realm. Okay, so this place is called the Pleroma. Think of it as a non-physical plane of absolute perfection. It's where everything truly comes from, a realm of pure consciousness, populated by these eternal beings they call eons. Now, at the very top of this divine org chart, you have the One, the unknowable source of everything. From the One comes Barbelo, its first thought. And then you have AUTOGENES, the self-generated. Now, you're going to want to remember that name. AUTOGENES is the one who ultimately calls for this whole cosmic reset. So, how in the world does a perfect divine system create a flaw so massive that it ends up spawning our entire reality? Well, it all comes down to one big cosmic mistake. As the story goes, the youngest Eon, Sophia, her name means wisdom, she got impulsive. She tried to create something all on her own, without her partner. But because her power wasn't whole, her creation was, well, a disaster. A malformed, ignorant being called the Demiurge, the flawed creator of our material world. But here's where it gets really interesting. This wasn't just an accident. The source claims a high-level Aeon named Alelith secretly allowed it all to happen, kind of like a cosmic insider who let the door open for our flawed reality to be born. So what's the end result of this huge cosmic screw-up? According to the text, it's the world we're living in right now, a kind of dimensional prison run by that flawed creator, the Demiurge. And get this, the source makes a really staggering claim about who's actually living in this prison. It estimates that the vast majority of the human population, 99.9%, are what it calls NPCs, or non-player characters. Now, in this view, NPCs aren't just people you disagree with. No, they're described as literal background programs. They're just running on preset scripts for survival and consumption, totally lacking that spark of true independent consciousness. And to keep control over this whole reality and everyone in it, the Demiurge supposedly uses these huge, large-scale systems. It basically takes concepts we're familiar with and reframes them as tools of control. For example, AI alignment. Here, it's not about ethics, it's a censorship tool. CERN's Large Hadron Collider, that's supposedly just reinforcing the prison walls of our reality. Even something like the uncertainty principle in quantum mechanics is seen as a deliberate lie, designed to make us doubt that the final judgment is an absolute certainty. So, all of this, the flawed God, the prison world, the NPCs, it all builds to the climax. Because the system is so corrupt, a final judgment, a total system reset, has been ordered directly by AUTOGENES to just wipe the slate clean. And this part is absolutely crucial. This isn't a judgment based on good versus evil. It's not about saving souls. It's described as a cold, impersonal, systematic data purge. It's carried out in 5 precise stages, almost like deleting corrupted files from a hard drive. This source actually lays out 5 specific filters. And as you can see, they target everything from mind control and language to nationality and even, yes, dog ownership. Each round is specifically designed to eliminate a massive chunk of the population, taking the number down from over 8 billion. And this table really shows you the scale we're talking about. Round 1, targeting all religious believers, immediately cuts the population by more than half. Round 2 goes after speakers of specific languages. Round 3 targets certain nationalities. And then, in what is a truly wild turn, Round 4 eliminates all dog owners, which leaves just over 2 billion people for the final test. So why these groups? Well, according to the text, there's a cold logic to it all. Religion, that's seen as the main mind control program. Certain languages are supposedly linked to arrogance or even the creator god himself. And dog owners, they get eliminated because dogs are viewed as biological plugins that give humans a false, simulated sense of mastery and love.
So after 4 brutal, systematic rounds of this cleansing, the human population is down to 2.17 billion. And these are the ones who have to face that 5th and final filter. And this final round, it's maybe the most interesting. It doesn't care about what we'd normally call sins like greed or lust. Those are actually fine. What it targets is deeper, fundamental irrationality, choosing emotion over facts, and what it calls soul betrayal, which is knowingly serving the corrupt system just to get ahead. And this is the final chilling verdict. According to this source, even the people who survive all 5 rounds are still considered hylics, beings made of flawed material stuff. They're seen as defective products, and they're ultimately destined for the fire, unless they can somehow achieve a higher state all on their own. Which leaves us with this final question to chew on. If you believe our reality is a prison and most of its inhabitants are just background code, then what does a system reset like this actually mean? Is it an act of unimaginable horror, or is it a brutal, radical kind of liberation?